So Apple and Samsung are the two largest smartphone brands in the world, and for people in places like the US, they are just about the default smartphone options. So that means for consumers and us in tech media, we have to compare Apple and Samsung products all the time because they're the two default brands. Now to be clear, both Apple and Samsung have been making wireless earbuds for many years, but this is the first time I can remember that both Apple and Samsung released the top tier flagship level wireless earbuds within a month of each other. The good news for fans of either platform is that both earbuds are really good, and this is one of the closest comparisons I've had to do yet. Hi, I'm Ben and you're watching XDA TV. If you haven't already, please take a second and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up to date with all our latest content. So while Apple's AirPods and Samsung's Galaxy Buds 2 Pro couldn't look more different from one another, but there's still a lot of similarities between the two products, starting with the price, with the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro priced at $229 and Apple's new AirPods coming in at $249. Both earbuds offer Bluetooth 5.3 connectivity. They both weigh about the same, with each bud coming in at just a little bit more than 5 grams, and both pump out superb audio with top-notch active noise cancellation and transparency mode too. So back to the design. The second generation AirPods Pro look almost identical to the original AirPods Pro, with the only noticeable difference being a lanyard clip on the right side of the case and a small speaker hole at the bottom. This allows the AirPods Pro case to make beeping sounds, which can be useful if you have misplaced your AirPods Pro case somewhere around the house. There are internal improvements all around. While the 11mm drivers inside the AirPods Pro are identical to the first generations, Apple has redesigned all the drivers inside, which along with the new H2 chips allowed the AirPods Pro to pump out fuller, more dynamic audio with better active noise cancellation too. Battery life is also a little bit longer, with the AirPods Pro now able to go 6 hours on a single charge. That's without spatial audio. If you turn on spatial audio with head tracking, then that number drops to like 4 hours per charge. The case will add another 5 charges to the AirPods. The Galaxy Buds 2 Pro also got internal improvements, of course, but Samsung also gave the buds a new look. So there's this new matte coating around the case and also the earbuds. And I'm a big fan of that because they actually do not attract smudges and fingerprints as easily as the glossy finish of the AirPods Pro. I also like that the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro come in a variety of fun colors as opposed to the AirPods Pro, which only comes in white. The Buds 2 Pro have 10mm drivers in each bud, fine-tuned by audio brand AKG, and you can get 5 hours of playback on a single charge with active noise cancellation and 6 hours without. The case also adds another 5 chargers. In terms of fit and comfort, both earbuds fit in my ear pretty comfortably thanks to the removable silicone tips. However, the AirPods Pro give you 4 options, including a new extra small size, whereas the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro stick with just 3 sizes. So that means the AirPods Pro should fit a wider range of ear sizes. Personally, I prefer how the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro look in my ear, as they're more discreet because they don't have anything sticking out from the sides. However, the AirPods Pro stems do make the buds easier to take in and out of my ear because there's just something to hold on to. The stems also offer more room for controls. Like before, you can control audio playback by tapping on the groove of the stem, but this new version has support for sliding action, which controls volume. On the Buds 2 Pro, because there's no stem sticking out, all the controls are on the back of the earbuds, which could be a little bit awkward sometimes when you're trying to control your playback because you're tapping into earbuds and pushing it against your ear. You can still adjust volume with the Buds 2 Pro, by the way, but you have to set that up in the Galaxy Wearable app, which you have to install separately. The fact that you have to download and install a whole separate app just to make full use of the Buds 2 Pro does make Apple's ecosystem seem a little bit more seamless. With the AirPods Pro, you don't have to download or install anything. Once you've paired with your iPhone, you can control settings within the iPhone's settings page. But I guess that's also understandable because Apple envisions the AirPods Pro to be used with only Apple products, while Samsung knows the reality is that its products has to appeal to all Android phone brands, not just Samsung phones. Still, Samsung has built into the Buds 2 Pro some exclusive features that only work with Samsung Galaxy phones. For example, you can listen to 24-bit high-fidelity audio if you are paired with a Samsung Galaxy phone, and streaming from a service that supports 24-bit output. Unfortunately, I use Spotify, and Spotify does not support 24-bit output, so I actually have not had a chance to test that yet. Although I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference between 24-bit audio and 16-bit audio because I am not quite an audiophile. So even though I'm not an audiophile, I still like to listen to music, and the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro sound amazing to my ears. In fact, I think the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro has slightly fuller audio and stronger bass than the AirPods Pro's audio. However, the AirPods Pro seem more fine-tuned for every type of audio, including spoken word content like podcasts or audiobooks. Spoken human voices just sound a little bit more warm and clean on the AirPods Pro than on the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, which can sometimes sound a little bit digitalized. So as mentioned, the active noise cancellation for both buds are really good. I live in one of the noisiest cities on earth, and I'm just very happy to have either of these earbuds in my ear when I'm outside so I can block out some of the constant traffic sound. In terms of how strong the noise cancellation is, I can't really pick a winner. They're both really good to my ears. When it comes to transparency mode, that is when you're purposely letting sound through the earbuds. I do think the AirPods Pro have a better transparency mode as everything sounds a little bit more natural. But Samsung has a pretty intelligent trick up its sleeve called conversation mode. So whenever you're wearing the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro and you speak, the buds will recognize you speaking and lower the volume of whatever you're listening to and switch the buds over to transparency mode. So the idea is that, let's say you're at a coffee shop wearing the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro and you have noise cancellation on. And if someone comes up and talks to you, you just have to respond, and after the first couple of syllables, the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro will switch to transparency mode and lower the volume of the audio you're playing, so you can carry a conversation without needing to fit over the earbuds to switch to transparency mode yourself. But then Apple comes back with the win in spatial audio. The Galaxy Buds 2 Pro can do spatial audio too, but I just think the head tracking algorithm just works much better with an AirPods Pro. Both sets of earbuds have 3 microphones on each bud, and they do a good job of letting me make phone calls. The party on the other end said she heard me loud and clear, and you can also call out Digital Assistant with either the AirPods, which would do Siri, or the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, which will summon either Google Assistant or Bixby if you want to use Bixby. And finally, if you're someone who's around water often, the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro takes the win because it has IPX7 rating, which means it can be submerged fully underwater. The AirPods Pro only has IPX4, which means it's only good to withstand splashes of water. Ultimately, it kind of doesn't matter which earbuds I like better because the AirPods Pro and the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro are marketed and catered to 2 separate groups of people. The AirPods Pro in particular are basically the default go-to wireless earbuds for iPhone users. If you see an iPhone user not using an AirPod, it's probably because they don't want to or cannot afford to pay that price. It's not because there's another wireless earbud they are preferring to use. And to a lesser extent, Samsung users or Android users in general probably won't buy the AirPods because they will want something that play nicer with their Android devices. Now, I am someone who often carry both an iPhone and an Android device, so if you ask me I must pick a winner, then I would pick the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro because I like the automatic switching to transparency mode when I'm out and about. So that about wraps it up for this video. If you haven't already, please take a second to subscribe so you can keep up to date with all our latest content. Once again, I'm Ben and you're watching XDA TV. Thanks for watching.